What's going on, y'all? This 85 Sports Talk, and I'm back with y'all, with the prediction. Or I say prediction for the Lima versus Boots fight. And yeah, man, you know, it's always, it's been a roller coaster for Boots, man. He went from like couldn't get the fights at 147. Once Bud and Earl, left the division, he has always been some type of shit going on with negotiations, and there's always just something going on with negotiations with Boots, and it comes a time, where this shit gotta stop, man. It gotta be some fights made. Boots the potential is crazy. It's Motherfuckers is tired of hearing about the potential, man. 28, got over 30 fights. It's time to step up, man. Put the gas, put the pedal to the metal, and try to get this shit cracking, man. Cause you definitely look like you can be the future of boxing and maybe possibly the face of boxing. You got a lot of tools in your tool bag, man. You got flashes of fucking Sugar Ray, Leonard, Roy Jones, Hagler. Like, you got flashes of that shit though, like real shit. For real, man. It's just gonna be an interesting fight, to look at, because he kinda in a lose-lose situation. In my opinion, I think it's a situation where it's like, man, you beat this guy, you destroy him in the first few rounds, and be like, okay, is a bum. He take you to the distance, and motherfuckers gonna be questioning you. So you know what I'm saying? Just like the Karen fight, man. But that guy is the fucking IBO champion over there. He's from Portugal, I believe. IBO champion, international joints. Not really recognized in the real sanctioning bodies, but it's a belt. It's recognized overseas. So, and this is for the WBA interim, I believe. I don't know how the hell it is, but it is. So we'll leave it at that. But I'm just interested to see how his performance is gonna be. At the first fight at 154 pounds, I felt like he should have been at 154 pounds. Me looking back at it, his career and where it's going. At 147, I thought he stayed a little too long. But he performed tremendously against Stanionis. So I had to throw that shit out the window for real. Just glad he moved up. It was time. Would have loved to see him make the fight with Brian Norman Jr., but it is what it is. Moving on to new things. 154-pound division is pretty stacked. Some hitters there. He wanted to take a tune up. Can't really knock him for that. I know he get a lot of flack and criticism for that, but it's cool. This is his first fight at the weight, so they want to get a little light touch up. But I'm expecting for him to go on and fight a better and a tougher opponent. We'll see that as it happens. But again, want to see what Lima is made of. I personally never seen this guy, never heard of him. But IBO champion, that don't go noticed, because over there overseas, man, they got some good ass fighters over there. So I'm gonna respect that and just see what he brings to the table, and see what how he can push Boots for his debut. Back in Philly again. My heart is dear with Philly. They're my favorite rappers. So I always got a little little close not type thing in my heart for Philly, man. So I'm definitely rooting for Boots. Hopefully, he get the job done unscathed and move on and step up, man, and start fighting the champions. That's what we want to see. You got a lot of fights under your belt. It's time, man. It's time. So, you know, I'm predicting my prediction for the fight. Before I get into my prediction, I believe Zakeem, I always fuck his name up, but Zakeem Moses, man, I always fuck his name up. But man, all due respect to you, man, no disrespect. He gonna be a hell of a fighter going up. Um, as the time come. You know, he just a guy that got a few fights under his belt, man. He looked real good in his last couple of fights. He's just gonna get better, you know, under the banner of Shakur Stevenson. You know, his cousin is training him, and you know, under that banner, you know, he definitely gonna have all the, you know, the knowledge and the IQ and shit to be a hell of a boxer. So that's not nothing that I'm really worried about. You know, I'm just interested to see how his career go. He's definitely on a good track. You know, don't try to go too high or too low with him, man. You know, just do your thing. So I'm looking forward to seeing that fight. I'll be checking out real soon, man. I had to go ahead and drop a video real quick, man, because I've been slacking. Had a lot going on, but I'm a go ahead and keep releasing the content, and I'm gonna keep it coming, man. And I'm gonna start doing shit periodically, man. So I'm gonna just do like certain shit, like some questions or like something that I might question, you know, going on in the boxing world. So again, man, shout out to Boots. My prediction for that, I'm thinking he's gonna stop him. I got a stoppage. It'd be very disappointing if he didn't stop him. I think he's stopping him before 10 rounds. I'm gonna say around 6 or 8. That's my prediction. Definitely gonna put a little bag on that. See where it take me, and you know, on to the next one, man. You know, hey man, shout out to everybody. I've been a little slow on my content. I was, you know, doing my thing for a minute, but you know, some things going on in the background, but you know, everything all good. So we gonna continue to, you know, I'm gonna start revving up that content a little more, and I'm gonna keep hitting y'all with, you know, some content, man. So, you know, I appreciate every subscriber. You know, I'm just starting up my channel. It's a new channel, but you know, it's slow money. You know, wrong one built in a day, so we gonna keep going. And I ain't tripping on, you know, anything else. I got confidence that I'm gonna build this shit up, brick by brick. So we gonna keep hitting y'all with the content. And again, I appreciate all the subscribers, the likes, the views, and I'm gonna keep coming, you know. And I'm gonna give y'all the recap real soon, and not gonna be no delayed recap. I know I had a recap last time of the previous fight, but you know, no more delays, man. I'm gonna hit y'all real soon with that recap, and hopefully, man, y'all have a great night, and hopefully it be a great night of boxing. 85 Sports Talk. I'm out. Peace.